a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang.
That's the bad that you made, that's the bad that you made, yeah. Aye, yeah, bad that you made, that's the bad that you made.
Aye, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bad that you made,
that's a bad that you made,
that's a bad that you made,
that's a bad that you playing. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, these children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart in my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing about it sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did.
Yeah, you do what you did.
Give a fuck about intentions.
Don't give a fuck about intentions.
You can watch what I do.
You can watch what I do.
Just stay the fuck out my mentions.
Stay the fuck out my mentions.
That's a bad that you made.
That's a bad that you made.
That's a bad that you made.
That's a bad that you playing. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. That's a bad that you made. That's a bad that you playing. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill.
Swole enormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustles, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everesting K2, flexing on all you Beaches. Welcome to the show, everyone. Hashtag main gains. We're talking main gains today. Drop that in the comments down below. We do not want to focus. Oh, there we go. Got it a little bit. Hashtag main gains for a chance to win today's Swole card. You can earn it. We'll see if any of the posts earn it today, but hashtag main gains, and we'll give that away at the end of today's episode. Before we jump in, tomorrow we have a round table. There's been a little change of time. Tomorrow it's going to be at 10:30 a.m., not 9:30. So adjust your calendars. Tomorrow's round table, Thursday, September 4th. The episode will be private, members only. Join us over at SwoleNormusX.com and get access to all the private live streams. But tomorrow's round table, Thursday, September 4th, change to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So 10:30 a.m. West Coast, 7:30, not 6:30. So you get a little bit more time in the morning, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. The link is on your homepage in the Swolenormus app. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's get into today's first post. We get...
What's in the box?
What we got here? David Galvez Rodriguez. Look at this. Some sweet...
Hi, puppy.
We got a hi papi right here. Aww. You know this guy is a papi. David, real Papa Swolio and Swolenormus tagged up in the Go to the Fucking Gym tank. Proof of gym as well. Yeah, rock on. So looking good. Keep it up. Thanks for sharing, and definitely tag us in your pictures. Wearing some awesome merch. Shout out to David making some gains. We love it. We love to see it. All right, fam. Let's get into some awesome posts. It is time for Rate My Meal. Rate my meal. I want to rate your meal. Get over here. I'm going to rate your meal, y'all. Let's get into the first one. Arcee Marcial Baron. What do we got here? I really like it when you guys break down what you're looking at or what you have, because I see a couple things. I see some shrimp. I see some mussels. Arcee's doing a little seafood, some scallops or something along those lines. Looking good. Interesting. I never make that kind of stuff at home. That must have stank up the house. You know that. Better turn that fan on. Good Lord. Yeah, I thought it was pizza at first for a second, but it's shrimp and mussels or whatever. So, nice. Billy Hofmeister. Sirloin steak, homemade Spanish rice, and avocado. Well, we like that.
I gave it a 10.
We like that. We're doing good
10.
today so far.
Fucking 10.
No pizza. We're not seeing garbage junk food yet. There's still a chance. Yeah, I would eat it, but I wouldn't cook it. When it comes to like the shrimp and the mussels or whatever, I would eat it, but I'm not going to sit there and cook it. I'm not going to go buy that stuff. If I'm out somewhere, we'll get oysters and we do that kind of stuff, but we don't do really seafood at home. Maybe Mama Swolio gets a craving for salmon or something. We'll do it, but I ain't going to cook that. I ain't going to do all that, but it's all good. Eric Monk, chicken and broccoli mac. Was that macaroni and chicken? Okay. All right. We'll just let that sit right there. Let that marinate right there. Jenner Littel. What we got here? Are we a vegan or is this a little bit of a snack? We got a fruit plate. I would recommend a couple things. I would recommend getting the fruit off that kind of plastic lined paper plate. You don't want to eat off that stuff. Just a side note. But we got some blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, some bananas. Looking good, a little afternoon snack. But, you know, get it on a plate that's not going to leach into your fruit. So, very nice. Very nice. We like fruit here. Where's the protein, though? That's not a meal. That's fruit. That doesn't count. That's not a meal. Jeremy Sandifer, ground turkey and sweet potato post-workout. I know it's not aesthetically pleasing, but it serves its purpose. Aesthetically pleasing, it doesn't have to. We got to get off everything having to look like it's supposed to be on Instagram. Oh, look at the presentation. How many colors do you have on your plate? You want the nutrition. Doesn't matter how it looks. It's going to look good. If it's whole food, it's going to look good. But of course, when you mix stuff up like that, you know, ground turkey and sweet potato, who cares? It's going to look like a mash. That's fine. That's fine. Matthew Eckert. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got it.
Matt Damon.
We got it.
You're insane, gold member.
All right. We got a fast food platter here. We got fries and we got a burger and who knows what it's cooked in and all that stuff. And all right. Womp, Wah, wah, we know. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. There's always one. There's always one. There's always one like, hey, look what I'm eating. All right. Let's see. All right, we got another one here. Let's get into this one. Michael Jean Jordan. Let's see what we got here. All right, let me zoom out. Strip loin, beach/moral mushrooms. Morel mushrooms? With red wine demi-glaze on top of smoked. All right, hold on a second.
Matt Damon.
All right, wait, what's going on here? Okay, we have steak. For a second, I thought it was like a vegan meal. Strip loin. We got mushrooms with red wine demi-glaze, so fancy, on top of smoked cauliflower puree with roasted carrots and beets. Jesus Christ. All right, cool. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on this. I'm not a big fan of like the veggies and cauliflower and carrots, and you guys know I'm not really into that. But fancy. It looks like, did you eat out? That looks like something you would buy, not necessarily make at home. But anyway, interesting concoction. I'll take the strip loin, maybe some mushrooms. I'll pass on the rest of it, but I'm sure it tasted good. If you made it and you like it. Carrots and beets, that's my personal that's not my taste profile, but it's all good. It's all good. Look, you're eating real food, and we all know that everyone's going to do different things. Everyone's going to have their own taste. Everyone's going to have their own flavors and stuff. But you're eating whole foods. You're making stuff at home. You're going to control the ingredients. The whole point is that you're eating whole foods with less ultra processing. So get after it. Good job, Michael. All right, Michael Biggs. Michael and Michael. Oh, what we got here? We got to do some sleuthing. What we got here? Steak, or is that a meatball? It looks like you're eating out. That looks like one of those kinds of tables and stuff. You're sitting across from someone. Looks like a meal at a restaurant. You can tell. You know how you can just tell that it's a restaurant. It's like the plates, it's the gravy, the gravy boat. And I can almost tell by the broccoli. It's like the kind of broccoli you would expect. The way it looks from like a restaurant, So anyway, it looks like we got some meat and some potatoes and some veggies, and all right. So we got some stuff here. Check this one out. Ontario in the house, gator bites. That is a small little thing on the grill. Gator bites. What about a gator steak? That's a little tiny piece of gator. I've never had gator. I heard it tastes like chicken. Looks like chicken. But all right, we'll take it. You guys got preferences? It's all good. It's all good.
Just an inch.
Make sure you post up.
It's cold outside.
When you see my posting, when you see me calling for a Rate My Meal, make sure you drop that and break it down, what we got there. Let's get into some Swole fan posts. Are you ready? Here we go. Join us, SwoleNormousX.com. We got one from Smiling Christian. Look at this. Let me zoom out a little bit. I live in Florida. I haven't had gator, but I don't really. It's not a bucket list thing, but I heard it tastes like chicken, and if it tastes like chicken, cool. Then I feel like I've had it already. Christian says, Happy Labor Day. I got a 5K run in this morning. Felt fantastic to get outside, train, and feel strong. I had to take about 6 weeks off of running due to another hip flexor strain. Pretty sure this strain came from tight hamstrings and glutes, so I spent that time training those areas to get them smaller and more flexible. Still working on mobility and strengthen the glutes, hammies, and hips as I get back into training. Sadly, the half marathon for this month is out. While I was initially upset about that, I'm coming back stronger, and a half marathon is in my future. For now, I'm focusing on building up my running endurance again and training for a 10K in October. An injury is a setback, an opportunity to get stronger and recover. It doesn't change my goals. It just redefines them momentarily. Ooh, I like that. It doesn't change my goals. It just redefines them momentarily. Brilliant. Stay strong, stay healthy, and stay swole. Well, you got it.
He's on fire!
I love it. This is what we always talk about. You adjust your programming. You adjust what you're doing. You raise the floor. You work on other areas. An injury is a sign, or something that's like an imbalance or something that's nagging. It's a sign that something's off. These are responses. This is feedback from your body. Make sure you take that feedback and apply it. If you just keep on doing the same thing, you're going to get hurt again. If you're doing something, you're getting injured, and then you stop, you rest. Hey, the pain went away. Let me go back to doing what I was doing before. The pain's going to come back. You're not fixing the root cause. So maybe if you have an injury or a quote setback, the result isn't stop training. It's okay, maybe I'm not doing heavy squats. Let me refocus that energy for gaining by doing mobility. You need to get stronger with mobility. You need to load mobility and that kind of training properly. You need to load these muscles, maybe with specific exercise, but you still need to progressively overload them and bring them back up into alignment, so on and so forth. So what you need to do is just reframe what you're pushing yourself towards and what you're progressively overloading and challenging. And you can do that with resisted stretching, with mobility, and all those types of things. Good stuff. All right, we got one more here. Man, the Swole fam ladies are just, they can't help but make gains and smile. They just can't help it. Leslie says, happy Labor Day. Everyone spent the day with my little fam jam. Rainstorm came in this evening, so I worked out while the kids play in the rain. Now it's time to meal prep and get ready for the rest of the week. Look at that. Awesome. I'm sure you said something else that says see more, but I don't have it on the image, but it's all good. I'm sure it's an awesome thing that you said. But the smile and the flexing covers it all. We love to see it.
The danger.
We love to see it. Love it. All right. We got a couple Emails. Make sure you go to makeemailswoleagain.com if you're not on the email list. And let's see what's in the box. We got a couple of these, and then we'll get into some knowledge cock and some questions. You can get a little head start and drop your questions in the comments, #AskPapaSwolio. This is in response to the email, a long weekend means what? What does it mean? Mike says, Papa Swolio, I'm crushing it with consistency. Did my usual training this morning and ate my post-workout breakfast. Same with tomorrow. Treating the days like normal, no crazy snacks, just regular diet, while enjoying football games and family time. Staying on track. That's what the long weekend means. Good stuff. Ray says, thank you. I seriously needed that because I just said I'll drink today and hit the gym twice tomorrow, but no, fuck it. I'm in the gym right now. Thank you. Yeah, you're not going to make up for bad habits. Going to the gym twice. Oh, I ate garbage, so let me do a little extra cardio. That shit doesn't work. It's not about the calories, but the quality of the foods, but the side effects of these foods, how that makes you feel, the cracks in your foundation, that spread. And you guys know this, when a building has a crack in the foundation, it doesn't solve itself. It gets worse over time. It bleeds into other habits. It's really important to stay locked in and stay focused. And you're not going to overcome things by just training harder or training more. You're just going to burn yourself out and kind of burn the candle at both ends, wear yourself down. Tom says, as you say, it's just another day and another weekend, but longer. That's what she said. I'm going to continue eating smartly and healthily while still hitting the gym first thing every morning to fire up my body and mind for the day. And yes, more time than ever to invest in my health. That's my plan. And we like it.
He's heating up!
We like it. I'm a fan of everything you just said. Well, let's get into some questions. If you got questions, drop in the comments. Drop it in the comments, the chat, not the comments. Maybe the comments is the chat comments. I just created a new word. Drop it in the comments. All right, we'll take the first one. We'll go to Rumble because it wouldn't be a podcast without Sterling asking a question. So it's all good. Papa Swole, as we get older, what's the main driver / reason it becomes harder for the body to develop muscle? Muscle protein synthesis getting weaker, lower T. Are there ways to help address it without drugs? I mean, it's testosterone. Your body breaks down over time. There's all sorts of things. So train hard, produce a stimulus, eat well, get quality sleep. This is why people take TRT and stuff when they get older. Like there's benefits, there's pros and cons. Some people might have more risk. You know, there's genetics that play a factor, and the epigenetics, what your environment does to turn or turn off genes. So your genetics doesn't write the future, but your environment can turn some of these genetic codes on and off. And that's what we're figuring out with epigenetics, that you have a certain genetic code and it doesn't, if you have poor habits or this, that, and the other, it might switch those genes on and then you have poor outcomes because you kind of flip that light switch, and it wasn't a good one to flip on. So, in other words, train hard, eat well, live well. You know, we're all going to die someday, so reverse the biological clock by making sick fucking gains at any age. German, Papa Swole, a cheap way of exercises for beginners. A cheap way? I'll say if you're looking for something cheap, then honestly, you're looking for low quality. Most of the time, price is going to associate with quality in many cases. A gym memberships are not expensive. They're just not, unless you're trying to go to like Equinox or Lifetime. You know, you want to do push-ups, pull-ups, go for a walk, go to a park. I mean, you need me to tell you who's a cheap way of, what are you talking about? Just lift heavy things. It could be other types of shapes and objects, rocks. You can lift logs and do pull-ups in a tree. Facebook Marketplace. I mean, what kind of exercise are you talking about? It's super vague. Get a gym membership. Planet Fitness is like $15 a month. A cheap way to do it. You know, prioritize. You probably spend more money on stupid shit and you could use a gym membership. Just some perspective. Rafael Sastre, Papa Swolio. CrossFit is the new cardio. GTTFG. I mean, it's always been cardio, but all right. Yeah, go to the fucking gym. It's not a question. It's a statement. Dream Writer 19. What is the secret of your hair growth? Well, what's the secret? What's the secret of my hair growth? Quality food, quality rest, sunlight, the proper ingredients that my body can rebuild. And of course, how did I forget? Scalp seed is amazing for hair growth and the follicle development. So Mane Gains is great for the hair. It's great for the mids and the ends. And Scalp Seed is one of our new products. Ships everywhere in the United States. Buy 3, get free shipping. And we got Bull Cream for the skin. So Scalp Seed's for the roots and for the follicles. Mane Gains is for those long, luscious locks. So stronger hair, stronger actual hair strands, mids and ends. You brush that through. And Scalp Seed's for the growth and for follicle support. So check it out. If you're interested in growing your hair thicker and more full, grab yourself some Scalp Seed, papaswolio.com. Check it out. Thank you for the question. Mane Gains in the house and Scalp Seed. Repping some Scalp Seed. All right. Pam says my hair is shiny with the hair products. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I should have asked you guys to do like before and afters, but that's great. I'm so excited to hear about all, because you know, you don't get it instantly. You might like the smell of Bull Cream and like, ooh, it feels great right away, but you don't see like Scalp Seed immediately. Wow, my hair is so much thicker in like a week. But I'm really excited to hear about the continued use and how you guys like it. My hair is shiny with the hair products. Bull Cream is freaking the best. That's fantastic. Pam, you got the Morning Meadow, right? That smells so good. The Morning Meadow smells so good. I love it. All right, Alan on Instagram. What exercises can I do at home to be muscular like you, Papa Swolio? Oh, yeah. What exercises can I do at home? Let me just be honest, which I always am. You're none. Now, what I mean by that is you need to lift heavy weights. I've been lifting for 25 fucking years heavy. I've been training hard lifting weights. So if you have equipment at home, sure, you can build muscle like me if you have equipment. But if you just have a pull-up bar and you're doing push-ups and pull-ups, you're not going to build muscle like me. You're just not, because you don't have progressive overload. You could do more pull-ups and more push-ups and have someone sit on your back and do one-arm push-ups and stuff like that. Sure. But you'll be muscular. You'll be lean. You're just going to tap out or top out how much muscle you can build. So, you know, when people ask, how can I look like you? Well, you have to have my genetics. You're never going to look like me. Look like me. Now, there's a difference between how much muscle. Sure, you could build muscle like me. You could build more muscle like me, depending on how your genetics are and how hard you push yourself and how long you train and if you take other stuff, right? I mean, you could build like if we're quantifying mass, but you're not me. You don't have my body. You don't have my structure. Like you're not me, right? You don't have my muscle tie-ins. You're going to look like you. You want to amplify and maximize what you have. That's why it's important to compare yourself to the previous you, because if I go online, just for comparison's sake, and I appreciate this, it's flattering, and I appreciate when I want to get big like you, I want to get big like you. That's why we do the podcast, and that's why I give advice, and we have Swolenormous X, and we have the 7 pillars, so people can emulate the things that I've discovered over my life. But you have to compare yourself to you. I could go online and scroll through for 5 hours and just see person after person that's more jacked and ripped than I am. I can scroll through Instagram for hours and just see person after person that has more money than I do. I can go, it's just what people show you. And a lot of times these people are renting cars or they're taking pictures outside a big house and it's not even theirs. And fine, I'm not talking about the manipulation online, but there's always someone that's going to be better, smarter, taller, bigger. So you can aspire to be like them. They can inspire you, but it's very easy to look at that and then look in the mirror and be like, oh, I fucking look like shit. But of course we have Photoshop, you have different lighting. If I do a workout and then take a picture in a mirror, an LA Fitness or something with down lighting, and the mirror is like a fucking funhouse mirror, I could look thick, jacked, my bicep popping out to here, and I take a selfie and everyone's like, holy shit, you're fucking jacked. And sure, when you have a pump and your veins are coming out and you have good lighting and you're sweaty and your blood vessels are coming to the surface, you know, that's like a perfect time to take a picture. But that's not how you look all the time. I don't walk around looking like pumped, like jacked, like I just lifted all the time, because it's just not natural. You know, it's not a natural state. It's not a natural state. If you're taking anabolics, sometimes you have that pumped and full look all the time, but that's what those products do. And everyone, you know, all those different types of anabolics work differently. There's many different types. I'm not an expert on that, but you guys know the deal. You see people that are just pumped and shredded, their deltoids are jutting out. You're like, all right, that person's taking sauce. So just bottom line, compare yourself to the one you were yesterday, do better, and maximize your own genetics. Everyone's going to have different muscle tie-ins. If you have long tendons in your calves or long forearms and you don't have a good, you know, brachioradialis tie-in, like it's hard to build your forearms if you don't have thicker muscle bellies. So if you have longer tendons and shorter muscle bellies, it's going to be harder to get that fuller look. But usually people have certain body parts that might be more developed than others. Everyone's going to have pros and cons and strong points and weak points. So just do better for yourself and improve 1%. And just understand that if you're trying to emulate someone who, my life is fitness, I have a whole commercial gym, I train hard, I've been doing it for decades, you're not going to just do it by, hey, I could do push-ups and pull-ups in my bedroom. How do I get to look like you? You're not going to. And I'm not saying that to be discouraging, but you need to actually use the tools and dedicate your life to it. And you're still not going to look like me. You're going to look like you, but a better version of you and a stronger, more swole version of you. So if you see someone doing, that's why when people see a pro bodybuilder, I want to look like that, and they start running 5 miles a day and they do a lot of push-ups and pull-ups, that's not what that person does, right? Anyway, so you got to at least provide the stimulus that's going to get you there. So lift heavy weights. Sparkling, these names, sparkling succubus. Papa Soy, how to get my motivation to better myself back? You don't need motivation. Motivation is bullshit.
Matt Damon.
Motivation is a lying, untrustworthy whore that will cheat on you and drop you like that. Motivation is for the streets. She's a trollop, an absolute strumpet, a dirty, filthy fucking whore. So there's no such thing, really. Motivation is just feeling like doing something. It's a word. It means something, but really that's just that surface emotion. I'm not motivated to train. Is it time to train? Is it time for you to make sick fucking gains? Good, then shut your shitty, weak-ass victim, excuse-ridden mouth and go to the fucking gym. So you need purpose, you need direction, and you need to execute. If you wait for motivation, you're going to stay skinny, stay small, have no friends, and be asking me questions on Instagram stories about how do I get my motivation back. You don't. You create better habits, you do what needs to be done, and you do it over and over and over again. And then you realize motivation doesn't matter. I always talk about this. The best workouts, the best fucking workouts. And I think it's a component of not feeling like training and doing it anyway and having a great workout. It's that low expectation going in. How many times have you, in the chat, how many times have you not felt like training? Really kind of overcame like, oh my God, maybe it's raining outside. You feel like, oh, I'm just not like achy, sore. I need more recovery, but just mentally, I don't feel like training today. But you do it because it's on your schedule. You know it's time to get it done. And you hit PRs and you feel great. And afterwards, like, oh my God, I'm so glad I trained because I crushed it. You just kind of pop the cork. You get that warm up in the first couple sets and you're like, I feel fucking great. Best workouts. And it's amplified because you had low expectations. You're like, I don't feel like working out. All right, let me just do it. And sometimes you're going to have a workout where, all right, I'm not hitting a PR today. You just don't feel as strong. Okay, so drop the weight a little bit. Push yourself as hard as you can. And hey, you're not always going to make progress. Maybe the rep goes down. Hey, I didn't get the same reps I did last time. I'm losing muscle. Everything's going in the shitter. No, it's not. Just hit it again the next time and bring it back. You don't have to reassess and change everything just because one workout. Maybe it's bad sleep. Maybe you're stressed out. Okay, you're not going to, sometimes you're walking upstairs and you kind of slip or you drop something. Think about it. You're walking up a flight of stairs. Let's say building muscle and doing this whole life thing is just like walking upstairs continuously. Sometimes you're walking up, maybe you're kind of like jogging. You take stairs 2 at a time. Your keys fall out of your pocket. You're like, fuck. And you go back down a couple stairs. You pick it back up and then you walk up. Then you stop running. You're like, stuff falls out of your pocket. You put it back in. Then you take stairs 1 at a time. Sometimes you have a little mini setback or you have to pause or you kind of, or maybe, hey, your phone rings and you pick it up and you're talking and you're standing on the same step for a few minutes. I'm just using an analogy. And then you start moving forward. And I say this online too all the time and in the podcast. When you're going up steps, it goes up and then horizontal, up and then horizontal, up and then horizontal. You're not always going up. Sometimes you're going horizontal. Is that a plateau? Do you call walking upstairs? I just walk up those plateaus. You're technically going from plateau to plateau. You're going up and then across, up and then across. Now, of course, if you put a piece of wood across the stairs, it's going up linearly and you don't make progress linearly. Sometimes the stairs are going to be more shallow. They're not going to go as high up. They're going to, this is different. So just because you had a workout that was kind of meh, and I did this, I was on a certain weight for wide pull downs for like a week or two. I kept on loading up the same weight. I would do it and I would get like 5 to 6 reps. Like I would get 5 and then the 6th rep was like a little bit gnarly, but I got it. And a couple times I'd put like 5 to 6. And then the next time I would do it, I would kind of hit like 5 or 6. And I was kind of stuck for a little bit. And I pulled back. I focused a little bit more on recovery and I still did the exercise, but I took an extra day off. I mean, in other words, I was stuck at the same weight for like 2 or 3 sessions. And then guess what? I came back to the next session after like 2 or 3 when I was kind of in the same range. And then I went from like kind of getting 5 or 6 reps to getting 7 on 2 consecutive sets. So all of a sudden I broke through and then I went up 2.5 pounds, or I put 2.5 pounds on each set. So I went up another 5 pounds. So all of a sudden after like 3 sessions, all of a sudden, boom. What if I had stopped and like rechanged my whole workout and threw it out and then, I'm not getting anywhere. Let me just not do it or change everything up about it. I just fucking hammered. And it's the same thing with like hammering a nail or hammering a screw. Or if you ever put like an anchor in the ground, sometimes you put an anchor in the dirt and it's just not going in because it's kind of hitting a rock in the soil. And then you kind of twist, right? It's not going. And then eventually it kind of slides off it or breaks through it. And then it goes in. So if you stopped and you quit, like, I can't put this anchor in the ground. Well, sometimes you just got to push a little bit harder and keep on hammering the same spot until it cracks through. So anyway, good rant there, but it's true. Don't overcomplicate it. Paul's Fabricator. Papa Swole, did you ever seriously practice any sport? Baseball. Indeed. And bodybuilding and training and fitness. Come on. That's a sport. It's just a personal sport, right? That's why I like bodybuilding and lifting and training and doing it yourself, because you subject yourself to it. It's a sport. You're challenging yourself, and the satisfaction, you're not getting trophies. You're not getting ribbons online. You're earning this stuff for yourself. You're doing it for yourself. And it's really important to do that. It's really important to fill your own cup, and it's really important to achieve that. Team things are great because it could push you, but the thing is with team sports, you work together, but a lot of times you're just standing around. I play baseball, but it's like, yeah, you're active, but there's a lot of just like standing around in baseball too. So, it's a team sport, but I wouldn't say it's like the most physically demanding. It's mentally and it's skill based, but it's just, it depends on what position you're in. If you're playing catcher, you're squatting all the fucking time, like you're doing a lot of work, or pitching. So anyway, some sports, and there's a lot of chaos in sports because it's always like physical competition. So the higher risk of injury and things like that. But, a more controlled environment, challenging yourself, it's a personal sport. So you can define things in different ways. But yeah, I did play baseball. All right. Any other questions? Drop that in the comments. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Bumble Hunter says, the only time I regret a workout is when I overload and do damage, but that's me being an idiot. Yeah, that is one thing. If you get injured, you're like, you're going to regret the workout. This is something that I've also learned from experience, of course. Most of the things I've learned from experience is whenever you feel like a twinge or you feel like a little bit, something, once you really get more advanced, you're able to catch things before you get hurt. Like I've had certain things where I'll do an exercise, I feel a little pinch or something that just feels like a little off. So I ditch it. I'm aware of it. I move off. In the past when you're younger, like, I feel a little twinge. It's like, let me just keep on doing sets. Let me just be more mindful of it. And then you pull something. Oh shit. Like that's a sign. So once you're really in tune with your body, you'll notice these little things and you can pull back and be like, hey, let me address that. You don't push yourself to be, towards the point of like an injury, but you catch it ahead of time, pull back, pack it up, focus on mobility, reassess, check your form, all these types of things, pull back and then, come back at it harder and then healthy. You're better off backing off if you sense something and then addressing it rather than going through an injury process and maybe taking weeks or months or forever. Maybe you're always dealing with an injury because you were sloppy and you pushed through. So you don't want to have those regrets. Like, hey, I felt a little pinch in my knee. Well, let me push through it. And you fucking blow your knee out and you have all these issues for the rest of your life. So it's not worth it. Don't lift with an ego. Proper form, proper recovery. All right. Cool. Let's do it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go balls deep.
That's deep.
Fantastic. Hashtag main gains for a chance to win today's Swole card. All right. Rep it in the comments. Let's get into this first video. Oh, we got one. Now we got a intermittent fasting troll. So we're going to skip that. Fear of fatness. Here we go. Fear of fatness. Here we go.
Fatness should be promoted because being obese ruins your health. This isn't fat shaming, it's the truth.
This guy is insane. He's saying it's true.
This guy's a sign. Nice nails. Woohoo. You're Shane a lesbian, that's for sure.
About the house. Oh, really? Let's be really, really clear about
Oh, this hurts to listen to.
what's happening here. This isn't about the house. This is about dressing up the personal fear and disgust of the fat body in the language of concern.
Okay, I thought she was deaf for a second. No, she's, I guess, Latina. I thought she was deaf because she was kind of talking like she was deaf. That was my first reaction. Okay.
It's a fat phobia with a lab coat on. Promoting a fear of fat bodies is not a health advocacy. It's a shame-based marketing.
We need to make shaming. Bring back shaming. Being fat is not healthy. Promoting fat as if it's something you've achieved and it's beautiful. Forcing other people to play in your delusion. I mean, marketing, just because it's something that just because you don't like the truth doesn't mean it's shame-based marketing, but that's good. We need more bullying. And I'm not saying bullying to like make people commit suicide, but I'm saying we need people to feel more shame because they wouldn't do ridiculous, outlandish shit. If people felt more shame, they wouldn't do these like rainbow cult parades in BDSM garbage in front of kids and drag queen story hour. If people had shame, they wouldn't allow that. Like, oh, I'm not going to go out in society like that. That looks awful. Oh, I'm morbidly obese. Maybe wearing yoga pants to Walmart isn't socially acceptable because it's fucking grotesque.
Health is not a size. Health is about behaviors. You cannot just look at someone and say their blood pressure or their cholesterol or about their mental health.
Okay. Their cholesterol? You can't look at someone and tell what their cholesterol is. Okay, let's keep on harping on cholesterol. Let's pretend like high cholesterol is bad. Let's pretend like lowering your cholesterol is like the most important thing. Get on those statins. Mental health. Look, there's a lot of things you can tell. And if you see someone who's morbidly obese, yeah, they're not healthy. You can tell. Yeah, they're not healthy. They have they're tons of insulin resistant. They have tons of problems. Mental health, their mental health isn't going to be all there because if they're happy being morbidly obese, then that's not a proper mental state. They're happy just being a sloth, gluttonous blob. So you can tell a lot of things. Someone has blue hair and a septum piercing, you can infer a lot about their mental health. Because if you have if your mental health is on lock, for example, you're not going to do that kind of stuff to yourself usually.
Joy, their stamina or diet. What is
Stamina.
fear of fatness actually promotes? It's ED, creeping anxiety.
That's not even edgy. The subtitles can't even get it accurate. I don't even know what she said. Fear-based. Look, this is a word that these retards use. Oh, you should. They're trying to make it out so you're a coward. You're a mean person or you're a coward. You're afraid of fat people. You're afraid of fatness. There's different types of fear. Like there's different types of love. I don't fear being fat because I just have good habits, and I am not going to be because I just take care of myself. So that will lead to the outcome of me not being a fat ass. It's not fear. It's just, I don't want to be fat. I don't have to be afraid of it. It's like caving. You ever see these videos online where it shows someone in a cave and they're like, squeezing through and they're recording themselves? And I look at that like, oh my God, I have a fear of caving. I don't need to have a fear of caving because it's not like I'm just going to be, there's a little hole in the ground. Let me squeeze in there. It's not something that I'm going to be at risk of doing, right? It's not something that's actually, it's not going to happen. So, it's like an irrational fear. The fear of fatness in society, it's a sign of morbidity. You're careening towards death and disease. You should be afraid of it. I'm not saying oh my God, you're paralyzed. Oh my God, it's a fat person. It's going to get on me. Like, that's a retarded thing to say. That's a stupid word to use. Who wants to be unhealthy and obese? No one. It's just that this chick and anyone else who's already fat, it's easier to blame everyone else for them being a meanie head, and you're afraid of me. It's like, no, you're gross and I don't want to look like you. But that's fat phobic. Look, you can call whatever you want. Your habits still suck, and it's objectively true. So this is just, more of the same.
ED, creeping anxiety. Real health advocacy doesn't start with a fear. It starts with compassion. It's me.
Compassion. See, you're mean. You're not a nice person because you don't love fat people and want to be fat. Has nothing to do with compassion. I'm so tired of this. It's okay for your feelings to be hurt. That has nothing to do with us. Has nothing to do with me. There's no compassion required. You're fat. You're unhealthy. Okay. You should have more compassion. I told you the truth. Just because you don't like it, that's okay. Your feelings are allowed to be hurt. Some people are weak. Survival of the fittest. Be weak. Be weak. Just make sure you're pro-choice if you're going to be weak. That way we can be stronger as a species moving forward.
People where they are. It focuses on adding healthy behaviors, not on pushing people on their size. Fear is not a motivation. So let's stop pretending like promoting that fear of fatness and shame has anything to do with health. Call it what it is. It's fat phobia. And we see it right through.
You see it right through. I don't think you see jack shit. With those fucking eyes, you might see through walls. It's not fat phobia. You're fat and you're miserable, so you're projecting your insecurities onto everyone else. I'm not a mean person. I just state the facts, and I'm not tiptoeing to make sure that your feelings don't get hurt. You're fat. I'm not saying her. She looks overweight because I can't see any collarbones. I just see blubber, but it could be the lighting. It's not fat phobia just because you don't like it. Because you're morbidly obese and you're unhealthy, I am the one that's afraid of fatness. No, I'm just tired of the grift. I'm tired of you lying to other weak people who are usually fat. That's usually a sign of weakness, physical weakness and emotional weakness. And you can't handle yourself around food and you have a lot of addictions and terrible habits. So you prey on weak people who are already unhealthy and you lie to them, telling them that everyone else is being mean and they're afraid of you and you're just the way you are. It's society. How about eating some fucking real food, exercising, getting some sunlight, getting off social media and stop being a retard? We could do that, can't we? Can't we do that? Maybe not. I don't know. We'll try. All right, we got one more video.
What's in the box?
That's a paper bag job if I ever saw one. But let's get into this one. It's called Undocumented Students. So illegal aliens that somehow got into school. I don't know what the video. This is actually a black screen. So I don't see any. I don't even know what this is going to I don't even know what's going to happen on this video. I don't even know the first frame. So let's check this out. Sorry in advance. I'm assuming this is going to be gnarly.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaron Villarreal, and I serve as the chair for the California State Student Association. And I'm also a student at Sacramento State pursuing a Master's of Finance. The CSU is proud to serve nearly 10,000 undocumented students.
Pause. What's an undocumented student? What are we calling these? I mean, if you don't have papers, does that mean that you're on a visa? Because there are a lot of students that are on visas or whatever. I don't care. As long as you're doing things legally. I do think, honestly, visas or not, at this point in our country, then I think all immigration should be shut down right now. No visas. I don't think anyone should be coming in. Like, we need to really get our shit together and get population replacement rates up. We don't want to replace our people with the third world. We got to stop letting 60 IQ tards into our country. We need to bring in the best, but I think we need like a reset. We need to shut things down and make America great by improving the people that have inherited this country from our forefathers and make it better for our countrymen. So, whatever actually happens, that's my opinion, but it doesn't really matter for what actually is going to take place. But what's an undocumented student? What's an undocumented student? So are you talking about a visa? Or are you talking about criminal aliens that somehow are going to school? I don't know. Let's see what happens.
The highest number at any university system in the country.
Wow, you should be really proud. Wow, the most amount of non-Americans. Cool. And if they're here illegally, send them back.
These students are our classmates, our colleagues, and our friends. They contribute in our classrooms, lead in our student government, and give back to our communities.
What's your point? Are they here legally or not? Again, legally or not? Legally or not? If you, based on the laws, if you apply and you come in with a visa, hey, I have a permission, essentially a permission slip to be in the country, to go to school and to do these things under it's like a guest pass to be in the country. No, you should not be protesting and doing anything to usurp the government. You're here as a guest. And if you don't abide by our laws and our culture, you get the fuck out. Like a guest in your house. If they come in and just start shitting on the floor, you're going to kick them the fuck out. Okay. So our rules, you're not a citizen, right? So anyway, so if you're here legally and we allow you, then okay. If you're here illegally, get the fuck out. I don't care what. Out. Done. But they've been here for 20 years. Then they had 20 years to fucking fill out the paperwork. They've been suckling off the American teat for 20. Get them the fuck out. Next. But that's mean. Fine. Is it? Or is it just logic and rational and you can't handle it? All right. Let's go.
Yet they carry the extra burdens that most of us never have to think about.
Getting arrested for committing a crime? Is that what we're talking? I don't know what this means. Right? I don't know what an undocumented student means. What is that? What's the definition of that? It's a vague term. What does that mean? Legally or illegally? What does that mean? What does that consist of?
The constant fear that immigration enforcement could interrupt their lives, their families' lives, and their education.
If you are here, I'm pausing again. If you are here on a visa, on a guest pass, the United States is under no obligation to honor it at any point in time. You're a guest. If the government, this and the other, decides, all right, we're getting rid of all the visas, then you're out. You're not supposed to be here. You're here because of the good graces of the United States. That's how that works. You're here because we allow you to be. And if at any point people vote, there's a law passed, or whatever it is that says, okay, we're getting rid of these things, that's the way it is. The same way as that if you're an American citizen, you commit a crime, you go to prison, you lose your freedoms because you broke the law. You broke the laws of our society. All right, let's continue. 16 seconds.
When students are forced to live in fear.
Why? Here's another thing. Why would they be living in fear? Because of libtards promoting that fear? If you're here legally, why are you afraid? There's nothing to be fear. There's nothing to fear. If you committed a crime and you're like paranoid that you're going to be caught, you might live in fear, but that's deserved. You earn that fear by breaking the law. Just some thoughts. I'm playing with the words because I don't know exactly what he's referring to. Like student visas, that exists because we allow people from other countries, like it's supposed to be the best and the brightest that come over. Hey, we're trying to make our country even better. And you want to leave your country? Sure, we'll give you incentives to come here and create amazing things in the United States if you're going to adopt our culture and support our country and be an American. If not, get the fuck out. Okay.
They cannot fully focus on their education. They struggle with anxiety. The anxieties?
Have any of you gotten anxiety at some point? Everyone does. Fucking care. I don't give a shit. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? They have anxiety. Okay. Is it possible that the libtard media is stoking that anxiety non-fucking stop?
Hesitate to seek resources, and in some cases, they walk away from opportunities altogether. No students.
Oh, they walk away from Yeah, I love how all these different words, that's what, Swole Sama, exactly, that's life. They act like, oh my God, this person feels feelings sometimes. Anxiety? They have concerns? Concerns. Anxiety. Whoa. If they have anxiety, then let them all in. All those people from fucking Ivory Coast and Somalia. Oh, you're anxious? Come on in. I didn't know you were anxious. Like, whatever, man. We all have feelings. They're always up in the feelings. And it's always trying to tug at the white liberal female emotional strings. Most dudes are like, we don't fucking care. That guy is such a lib cuck. You can tell that dude gets pegged or he's a male feminist and, equality and compassion. Come on. If you're a man or you're a woman that's like, has her shit together, like the swole sluts. If you have, a couple rational brain cells to rub together, it's like, okay, it's called life. There's ups and downs, right? You have pets. I could be anxious that they're going to die someday. They're going to. Okay. Then don't have pets. Or, I don't know. It's like you live in this constant stoked fear. Life happens. Life has ups and downs. If you're not anchored, you're going to be blowing in the breeze and blowing in the wind and not have control over your life. Like, I'm so tired of everything being revolved around someone's fucking feelings. That's not even a fucking citizen. Just a little rant here. You're not an American citizen. What the fuck do I care? All I know is the influx that the Democrats have been like promoting for decades, Republicans too, just open borders, like shit that's been decaying. yeah, I care about this country. I care about my community. I care about my immediate community, my state. I care about the country, but a lot of the country has fallen. You know, do I care about Chicago? Yes and no. I care about Chicago as much as it's going to personally affect me, but like, I'm not going there. I'm not going to San Francisco or LA. I'm not going to New York City. I'm not going to DC. A lot of these places are fucking death traps and just lost causes. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe the National Guard and, you know, IQ points and logic and common sense will reign supreme and we'll claw the way out of it. But I still think things are going to keep on breaking up and segmenting into smaller communities. Like Florida and Texas just act like their own state, but you have infiltration from all these people that it's like a virus. You know, it's a virus. They move from they destroy all these other blue states, and then they infect other states, right? Like Texas is dealing with that right now. A lot of people move from California to Texas and they keep their stupid ass fucking voting habits. They destroy California and they leave and they destroy elsewhere like a parasite. So anyway, focus on improving yourself. Get out of your feelings. It's like motivation. You're going to have feelings. But you're not compassionate. Is it not okay to have feelings? Of course, everyone has feelings. You're going to have emotions. The difference is, are you going to allow your emotions to run your life? Is that going to be the mainstay? Because when you're talking about offending someone and emotions, there's always going to be someone that's pissed off. There's always going to be someone that hates what you said. There's always going to be someone that doesn't like X, Y, and Z. You're never going to make everyone happy. Ever. I'm never going to post a piece of content that everyone's going to like. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. People are going to see something that I said and like, oh, I hate that guy. Other people are going to see it and be like, oh, that's true. That makes a lot of sense. So it's like, speak your mind, do your thing, and the feelings don't matter. The feelings don't supersede reality. Reality.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
God damn, that's retarded. I reposted this. This is funny. I thought this was, you guys might have seen this. God damn it, super viral. Yesterday, 84 million views. That's insane. Comedian Drewski. Have you seen that? This post? We'll watch a little bit of this. Really fucking, I mean, I thought it was funny. I guess people are like, oh, that's, racist. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care if a white person does blackface. I think it's funny. Laugh, move on. Like, you can't make fun. You can't do anything with blackface because that's mean. A black person might not like it. Yeah, victims are always going to play the victim. But there was slavery 200 years ago. Okay. Fuck, man. Like, you didn't experience any of it. Get over it. You're just trying to look for some leverage because you don't want to put in extra work. You want reparations because you want a fucking handout. Anyway, I think it's funny. I think dark humor is funny. Racial humor. I think it's all funny. If it's funny and it's done well, it's fucking funny. So this is funny. I don't know how much, this guy is black, bro. All right, let's see the picture. The comedian Drewski, he's black. As the Spaniards say, negro. This guy, that's him in the avatar. Look at this makeup. How much makeup did they have to do to make him a redneck? I think it's fucking hilarious. It's impressive. It's impressive. So let's play this. Let's play a little bit of this video. I think it's amazing. I don't know how that didn't come off, but check it out. Why are we getting like choppiness? Let me see here. There we go. Nope. Is that gonna catch up? There we go.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Yeah!
All right, I'm gonna reload. So maybe we can't watch this. It's not I don't know why it's playing choppy for some reason. Twitter's a fucking hot mess sometimes. Yeah, no one's upset. I'm not upset about it. I think it's fuck this. He's got to work on that fitness, though. Got those bitch titties going on.
Born in
I'll just play a choppy. Fuck it.
Hey, Suanna. Suanna. She's not listening. Hey, come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby. 6 o'clock.
All right, super cringe.
Crazy now.
All right, so maybe there's, I mean, 84 million views. This video just might not be playing well just because it's so many fucking people watching it. 85, it just got another million views since I loaded up. Holy shit. Let me see if I can click on the video. Maybe it's because I reposted it. I think it's probably just so many people playing the video. It's not even loading up. There we go.
Hey, you
no, maybe
lost,
not.
Boss? No, I'm going to the race. What race? NASCAR race. You going to NASCAR?
You get the idea, though, right?
A little bit. You ain't lost, did you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That video is getting played so much, it's fucking crashing. Let me see if I can play this. Yeah, it's not even loading up on my browser.
Joanna! She's not listening.
All right, it's choppy anyway. Wow, that thing isn't that great? You can check it out. I reposted it on my X account. So if you want to go watch it, it's there. I reposted it. It's just like a little scroll down. It's still loading choppy. Oh, that's wild. Anyway, it's funny. It's funny. Accent's good. And it, like, if you know him as a comedian, like, you could see him under there and hear his voice, but it's like, man, it comes off as a great redneck. Just this image, right? This image right here. Look at this. Let's just pause that. Where is it? This dude's fucking black, man. Like, that's a lot of makeup. Look at the fake tan, right? The red, the wife beater tan. Ah, it's great. It's great. It's great. I think it's fucking awesome. Drewski is the comedian. So let's go to his page. This is the dude. Look at this thing. Hold on a second. That's him. That's a dude. It's so good. I'm just gonna scroll down. We'll see some other pictures of it. Look at him. It's fucking great. No, just a lot of like. There's just so many reposts of other people reposting. Wait, here we go. That's him on the left, right? That's great. That's great. You get an award if you do the makeup on that. If you do the makeup on that, fucking awesome. So, look, I can't even load it up. I just reloaded the page a few times, and I reloaded the page a few times. It's still choppy, but you guys can go watch it or figure it out. But it, like, the millions of views, it keeps on going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. I loaded up earlier, and it said like 83 million views, and now it's like 85. It just switched from 80. That thing is fucking blowing up like crazy. Really good, really funny. Kudos. Cheers. All right, let's get into a Swole card. Let's give away the Swole card, and then we will do a throwback. Fam, it is time for you to join us over at swolenormousx.com. Do you know why? Well, because the Swole fam's the greatest fam in the realm. What is that, you might ask? It's super zoomed in, because we zoomed in on the browser. Well, it's super zoomed in, and I know you love the show, and you're like, hey, Papa Swole, what time are you going to be live tomorrow? I can't wait for the show. And I can say confidently, well, you're going to miss it. If you're not a member, you're going to miss it. Tomorrow's a roundtable. Roundtable 90. Roundtable 90, wow. Thursday, September the 4th. That's tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. On Monday, I announced 9:30. We've had them at 9:30 lately, but we're doing 10:30 to 11:30 tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Do the math, West Coast 7:30, roundtable 10:30 a.m. on your homepage, swolenormousx.com. We'll see you then. Join the fam, swolenormousx. As a Spaniard say, swolenormousx.com. Very nice. Let's give away today's Swole card. Hashtag main gains. Let's see what we got here. Let's give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Well, we got a winner. Today it's Mr. Anderson. Barry. Well, hello, Barry. Barry, you are the winner of today's main game Swole card. Congratulations, Barry J. Anderson. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3407 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations. Excellent, Barry. Barry won the Swole card today. Now, let's get into a throwback. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a few to choose from. Oof. Oh, we're doing this one. Oh, fam. The opening frame says, "Welcome to Tuck Talk." Oh, boy.
There's Tiny Tuck, Typical Tuck, Total Tuck, and the Tyrannical Tuck.
Have we figured out what the Tyrannical Tuck is? I think the Tyrannical Tuck is when you actually pull your penis back and literally shove it up your asshole. Like you self-penetrate. I think that's a Tyrannical Tuck. You got to be pretty well hung or have a really short anogenital distance. So you have taint length matters. Higher testosterone, more manliness. You have a longer taint. So you have a short taint, you could probably do a Tyrannical Tuck. You can Google it. I have not, because that will probably destroy. If you look up Tyrannical Tuck, don't do it, or do it at your own risk, because your algorithm will never be the same. I'm assuming that's the case. So anyway, if you want to figure out what a Tyrannical Tuck is, let me know. But I don't want to. Let's see what we got here.
I attempt to talk about tucking in a social media friendly way. When it comes to keeping your tuck in place, you've got a lot of different choices, but I want you to be safe.
You sure about that?
This
safe
is not the way. Not going to use any adhesive against our skin that is not meant to be against our skin.
You think?
Please use tape that is meant to go against your skin, and for God's sake, wrap the thing up in something soft so that you don't get adhesive right up against the most sensitive part of your body.
Thanks, doctor.
While I love a good tape tuck, I think for me personally, that's more of a special event thing.
I love a good tape tuck.
A lot of old queens will tell you about the method of using the top of your pantyhose and an old gym sock, and you've got a gaff. This method is not highly fashionable.
Sand! Sand! Sand!
Well, that was fun. That was fun. That was nice. That was nice. Anyway, who's hungry? Who's hungry? Ironically, I'm at the point now where I'm like starving right now. Like I'm hungry. I'm hungry. This stuff just like makes me like, all right, this is ridiculous. I want to eat. This stuff doesn't kill my appetite anymore, just because I think I'm numb to it. I don't know what that says about me, and I'm so over it. I'm over
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Einhorn is a man.
I better use my strong hand.
Damn. Shit. That's whack. What was that? Not Another Teen Movie with a token black guy? Damn. Shit. That's whack. Oh. You know what's funny? I see in the chat, every time we do one of these videos, always comes back to the number one thing that everyone remembers is wipe yoga. It's always wipe yoga. No matter how horrible any video is that we watch now, everyone in the chat always just brings up wipe yoga. That's how traumatizing wipe yoga is. We were all traumatized with wipe yoga to the point where it was so seismic that just stuck. Wasn't that 2020? I always ask, wasn't it something like, was it like 1169? Someone looked it up before. Which one was Wipe Yoga? What episode is that? I mean, you could probably just do a Google search. Someone did that already. What else? What episode was that? You guys can look it up. Wipe Yoga. Gross. I think it was in the 1100s or something. 1169. I feel like someone had mentioned it before. Maybe 69 is a great number, but I feel like it sticks in my head because it was funny because it was 1169. Was it 2022? I don't think so. I think maybe it was. Well, there's a few years where it was completely off the fucking rails. What I do remember, I mean, 2019 was more anti-diet dietitian. That was Brittany Dawn. 2020 was that Foodie Beauty? I mean, that was COVID. That was like Foodie Beauty. That was all the BLM shit. That's when really things like the censorship just went. The hammer came down. I remember 2020. I was ripping on Ellen DeGeneres because I was calling her a piece of shit, vegan retard, and blah, blah, blah. And YouTube censored the fuck out of my content. Turns out I was right. Then she got fired for being a angry, mean, vegan twat. So I was right about that. And then I called BLM a domestic terrorist organization. And YouTube didn't like that. And I was right about that. So anyway, fun times, memories. That's why my channels don't grow on YouTube. That's why you don't get alerts on YouTube. That's why you hit the bell. Nothing fucking happens on YouTube. But we try. And we keep on moving on. We keep on moving on. We're not going anywhere. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. We're not leaving.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
It was 1669? Was it really? No. Oh, you're just making that up. All right. Let's see if Super Grok can tell me, right? What episode of the Daily Swole podcast was Wipe Yoga? I was going to pull up Chat GPT, but I'll just do it because Grok is open right now. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Processing, deep search. Today I discovered Wipe Yoga was a thing. Episode 1595. Ooh, that was close. 1595. Can we get a check on that? 1595. Let's see. Daily Swole episode 1595. I'm just curious. 1595. 1595. The Wipe Yoga concept was first introduced and discussed in episode 1595 of the Daily Swole podcast, titled "Today I Discovered Wipe Yoga Was a Thing," ... which was released on September 18th, 2020. It was 2020. What a fucking year. It has been Look at it. It has been referenced in later episodes as well, including the 2122 Wipe Yoga Strikes Back. I love AI. From February 26, 2022. So we did talk about it again. And in 3293, Bad Back Intense Training and Remembering Wipe Yoga from May 12th, 2025. Well, today we talked about it again. Anyway, so if you want to go back and experience the original 1595, you got a little homework. Don't eat first or after. Just, we're coming up in the anniversary. Ooh. Oh, should we do that? Should we have like a special event? Should we do like a special event where we revisit every year? I think we need to. September 18th, 2020. It should be like Wipe Yoga Day. Do we have like Wipe Yoga Day? And we watch the video again from 1595. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll have like, that's a good date. We don't really have anything ever going on September 18th. You know, we have the Swole New Year party and stuff. So September 18th, it's like official Swole, like we have like Swole Fam holidays. Yeah, Wipe Yoga Day. Everyone bring your tongs and wipes. Remind me. We'll talk about it. Remind me. All right, so September 18th. Well, what day is that? Where's my calendar? September 18th. It's a Thursday. Now that might be a roundtable day. That might be a roundtable day, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll do it on the Friday. Maybe we'll do it on the following Friday. Like we'll do it around that time. It might not be literally the same day, but I think it's a Thursday. If it's 2 weeks from today, it might be another roundtable day, but we'll see. A wipe yoga shirt. Oh boy. Oh boy. LET says, do you still click the tongs twice before using them? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like wipe yoga. There's no place. And then you got to test the tongs. Make sure they have tensile strength. Got to make sure you don't need a new pair. You need performance tongs. You need good grip too. You don't want just like the metal because it might slip if you're sweaty trying to reach and trying to get to those cracks. Okay. 3407. We're in the books. We're done. All right. Congratulations, Barry Anderson. Main gains. Congratulations on winning today's Swole card. Excellent. Good show. Good show, laddie. Great. That's fucking great. That's fucking great.
I didn't like him anyway. He wasn't right in the hat.
But I want my own ass! I want my own
Fat grips. Oh, yeah, fat grips on the tongue. Oh, for forearm strength. Got to get that brachioradialis. Get that. The wrist. It's on the wrist, right? You get tendonitis if you don't hold it properly. You could do top grip, and go under and just corner the cob it, or you can hold them straight and then do like the reach. But, it takes some skill. Because you might have to pry the cheek. I don't know. It's hard to reach. That's why you need tongs in the first place. But anyway, go and gross yourself out if you want to. $15.95. Sterilize before using them for any other type of culinary activities. And fam, that wraps it up for today. I'm going to stop while we're behind. Literally. You get that? Behind, butthole, wipe yoga. Fuck our lives, man. Why does that always come up? Just comes around to bite us in the ass again, but we honor it. It's Wipe Yoga Day. Wipe Yoga Day is coming up, fam. It's coming up like in 2 weeks. Wipe Yoga Day. Everyone's got to have their wipe yoga outfit. Tongs. And I'll bring tongs for the episode. All right, we'll have a wipe yoga celebration or a funeral or just like I don't know. We'll do that. So anyway, tomorrow, we'll talk to you all tomorrow. Make sure you join the fam. If you load up the app, you'll see it right there on your homepage, Thursday, September 4th, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. And I will show you if you go into the brand new from the brand new Swolenormous app right there. You see it? Boom. Bing, bang, boom. Right there on your homepage. Roundtable 90 Thursday. That's tomorrow, September 4th. Again, tomorrow. And again, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Be there. Don't be late. We're jumping into it balls first. Bring your tongs. Just kidding. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Join us, swolenormousx.com. And before we go, don't forget, we got major specials over at papaswolio.com. That's ending this week. The BOGO Fitty. Don't sleep on that shit. Buy one, get one. 50% off all merch. We got Creatine Barrel. Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice seasons in full effect. We're heading right into Fuck Your Resolution season, so don't miss out on any of that. We got our best sellers. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, you get free shipping when you buy 3 or more. It's not included with the buy one, get one 50% off, but get your Scalp Seed Main Gains Bull Cream, Unscented, or Morning Meadow. That's a fam favorite. Go check out all the new hair and body care, but all merch like stickers, ringtones, hats, hoodies, pump covers, fanny packs. Shit, everything we got, Stonewash. Like, look at the top here. We got so much stuff. Men's, we got t-shirts, pump covers, tanks, Stonewash tanks. We got hoodies. We got kids and babies. We got kids and baby shirts. We got baby onesies. Look at this stuff. Get your little baby a 1776% natty shirt, little Swole made. We got mugs. Let's click on the mugs. Boom. We got some awesome mugs. We got some hats. Show me some hats. Boom. We got beanies, dad hats, vintage cotton twill, trucker caps. We got so many designs for the hats. Look at that. We got tie-dye shit here. Make asylums great again. We got so many cool hats, bucket hats. We got stickers. Boom. Let me show you some stickers. We got stickers. Get your favorite designs in a sticker. Look at that. He Swole. That's a great one. Don't forget the flags. How many of you have been sleeping on the flags? I'm looking into seeing if we can get some dog outfits. We used to have them from our other supplier, but we got lots of flags. I mean, crazy awesome flags that you could hang in your gym. I can show you the gym. We got Swoleo Hulud. We got Swolvana. SpongeBob Swolepants. Stacy's mom goes to the fucking gym. That's why she's got it going on. Phone cases. Lots of phone cases. We got lots of stuff. So check it all out. papaswolio.com. BOGO Fitty. That's right. You heard it here first. BOGO Fitty. Go check it out. Join the fam. Get the app. SwoleNormousX.com. All those details down below. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you at the round table tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.